So story have it that this man you see on my screen, by like he killed his three kids, his three children, all boys. He by them. This is what happened. According to the news, he's from Bayelsa State, and he divorced the wife and collected the children from the wife, three boys. Now, the pastor to this man told him that these his three children are witches, like they are winch. Na na atamos, they are winch. So now, this man now, out of all thoughts in this life, he did not think out any other thing that came into his mind was to buy them. So what happened? He took them into a bush alongside his, I think his cousin that helped him to, carry out this terrible act. So he now went into the bush with his children. When your father say follow me, you will follow him. You will not be afraid to follow somebody you call a father or a mother in this type of, in fact, in most cases. So now they followed their father to the bush, and when they got to the bush, he tied them. Yes, he made sure that they could not run. So he tied them down, and that's how he started forcing down sniper. Sniper now. He started forcing down sniper. That's forcing it down their throat. So now, the when he was done doing all those nonsense, I think he left them, and the elderly one that is, I think is 14 years old, that one was able to crawl. He used his body to crawl out from the bush, and that is how someone saw him, took him to the hospital. And when they now went to the bush to pick, because he was able to talk that two of his siblings are still in the bush. So when they now went to the bush to pick the two of the siblings, unfortunately, they were gone. Now they started treating this, the guy you are seeing on my screen, this particular one. Now they started treating him, and God so kind, he's talking, and he's now the one that narrated how their father tried to end them because of what a pastor told you, that your three children are what, are witches. Now, if a pastor, somebody that called himself a pastor, can preach to you that your children are witches, why can't that pastor deliver them from that witchcraft spirit? Because you cannot be a pastor, you see vision, you tell people what their problem is without solution. That means you are fake. Any pastor, anybody that can tell you, see what is happening to you, see what is without solution, is fake. Hear it from me today. Yes, hear it from me today. Anybody that will tell you, see what is happening, see, but without telling you that this is how you can be able to sort it out, that person is fake. So this is how this man ended the life of his two kids, and left his mother in a very terrible mourning state, because right now the mother to this man is crying that he lost his two grandchildren, and also now his son is being detained, and obviously he's not going to come back because he must face the law. My advice now is going to women, my fellow women. If you have any disagreement with your husband, or maybe you separated from your husband, something happened that you guys decided to go your separate ways, if you can take your kids alongside with you, that is perfect. I'm telling you the fact. Take your kids alongside, as in carry your kids and go. When they grow, let them come back to their father. But if you decide to leave the children with their father, make sure that you often go to see them. Yeah, they are your children. Nobody should stop anybody from seeing their children. If you want to see them, you will see them. If he stops you from seeing them, you have so many places you can go and report him. You can sue him to court. Yes, even if you did not do well, you can sue to customary court, and court will hear you out. You can sue, you can take the person to the welfare. You can sue to, there are so many bodies now that fights for people that are being people that are being maltreated, or people that are being stopped from seeing their children, in that case. So as a woman, don't just go. because you have problem with the man and you forget your children. You already giving birth to them, so you have to protect them. There's the highest protection a child gets come from the mother. It's not even from the father. So this issue now is being handled by Bayelsa State government and the police. And as we speak, I don't think this man will come out because the news is everywhere. And I don't even know, even if he will come out, which eyes, which leg will he be using to walk when the world already knows what he has done? Imagine a pastor telling you that your three children are, how, who made them, how did it happen? That means you, their father, is, you have that witchy spirit in you. Because how could you have, as a, the first child is 14-year old, so others are below 14, meaning that there are still children in their, let me say, 12, 9, or maybe something like 13, or maybe something like even 8 or 7-year old. So what, who bewitched them without finding out? At least if you think that they are witches and they are doing something bad as witches, there are things you can do now. They are children, you can handle them, you can control them, or you can still leave them, allow them to live their life. But nobody has the right to take anybody's life in this life. You don't have any right to buy anybody. Yes, it's not your right. So this is a very terrible news. And I urge every woman, if you have problem, or a man, if you have problem with your wife, stop extending it to your children. They are not part of it. Stop involving the kids by, being cruel or acting in a very strange way or manner towards your children. You have problem with your spouse and not the children.